amazing show coming on Sunday. All the comedians that made their first start on the Tonight Show.
I'm doing a special on NBC this Sunday night from 10 to 11 called The Tonight Show Comedians. And that's exactly what it is. It's a show featuring a lot of the performers who either made their very first appearance on The Tonight Show or whose career is kind of tied to The Tonight Show from their appearances. We've got Rodney Dangerfield, clips of Rodney and George Carlin. And then working with me live are going to be Steve Martin, Bill Cosby, Joan Rivers. That's this Sunday night at 10 o'clock, I guess, around the country. I think you'll find it a lot of fun. Okay, here is my first guest, our new ambassador to the UN. Known for his warmth, Don's going to be appearing for a week at Harrow's in Reno, November the 29th, and Resorts International, December the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Will you welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles.
Okay, that's about it. Oh. Hi, gobble gobble and all that. I was home stuffing a pilgrim. But I look forward to Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great Jewish holiday. And pilgrims were all Jews. They came out of Maine. A little pious and little turkeys under their arm. Anyway, pardon me?
I didn't know that.
You don't know a lot of things.
That's true.
How do you feel, Ed?
Fine, thank you.
Good. The other night was so great.
You want to go out with
Victoria, Bob, and I. God. His name came up, what, once?
Twice.
One time was about him quitting, and you said, who cares? And the other time was about you sitting there. So,
Ed has eyes on the old chair, does he?
well, you know, he says he's going to quit. He makes that speech all the time, his contract, that, you know, when you go, he goes. You know, that's right. Don't count on him. If God forbid 100 times you get hit by a bus, he won't pick it up to let you lay there.
He's got too many things going anyway.
Yeah, he's a big star, and I'm happy for him. Star Search, Hit the Dong, Win a Cookie, How's Your Mother, Long Live Ireland, The Parade, and Two Monkeys in Heat on a Rock, whatever it is. But he's got it all covered. Hi, guys in the band. Haven't seen you in a while. Good. The shipment will be in Friday.
How are you feeling?
Great. I just, well, it's not I just, it's the end of August. We went on a trip, and we did my wife and I, for the first time. You going to say something?
No.
Oh, yours do? You got a rod? Maybe we can reel him in. I mean, that's a sign of age, when you start to go, hey, I forgot I wanted to say something. But, we went on a trip. I don't lie. You're old. We went on a trip, John, and we visited. I told the wife and I, 20 years of marriage in March, and it's our first time we went on a trip alone. We said we're definitely going to go alone. And because
you ever travel with Barbara any place, just by the two of you?
You've met Barbara? Yes. Now, would you like to be in a bedroom with her just laying there going, okay, it's your turn? No, she's a lovely wife. She really is. Look, I say this publicly. I married a Valiant. On the wedding night, I had to do, come on! Gee, that wasn't worth the joke. I hurt myself. But,
where did you go on this trip?
That was good.
Thank you.
Say, where did you go on the trip? Well, we went to, where you've been, to the south of France. Have you ever been to the south? Yes, you've been all over. That's a dumb question to ask you. I mean, you're like a barge. They put a flag on your can, you'll go any place. Come on, I laugh at this show. But I'll tell you this. We went to the south of France.
I have to do a commercial.
Oh, fine. Anything to keep you going. Your payments, do a lot of them. Anyway,
You got that right. we'll be right back after
so
this.
old.
We are back. Look, we just We just had you embarking on this trip to south of France.
Yes, first time. So we went to La Reserve, and we took a ship called the Sea Goddess, which, by the way, is great sailing. It's a new kind of it's like, it's like a yacht, with 60 cabins and 100 passengers, all well-to-do people. You'd be a little uncomfortable because they would recognize you, and you know how you are with your body and the whole thing with the shorts on and so forth. No, yes, he's very, he's very barbell happy. He's the type of guy who goes, you see him dancing? Anyway, but this ship we went on, and we got to La Reserve, and we checked in very nice, and the phone rings, and it's a man that I know you look up to. Well, certainly Ed and I do. You're a little shaky about it. Frank Sinatra, who is one of the great stars of our time. And we say this because he has Ed's sister and my aunt in custody. No, that's a joke. If Frank's listening, but we had a marvelous time. And he was at the Hotel de Paris, which you know well, and he had a beautiful suite. He had the entire building. And every day we went over and spent time with him. And the one thing I remember, the French, the paparazzi, like, do they recognize you when you go over there?
Some of them.
Who?
Jacques Bidu.
Jacques Bidu? Look that up. I want you to check that out. Jacques Bidu, I happen to know, was in La Cage aux Folles, and is still not sure what he is. Now, I want Jacques Bidu, my burgers, Jacques Bidu. They don't know you over there. Why don't you be a man about it? You a Newhart, you lie. I hate that. Nobody knows you. They only know Frank. And I'm going to see to it that you get hurt. Not you, Ed, because this is going to be your desk. Now, and then Sinatra was marvelous. Needless to say, we went over there and people...
Do you speak French?
Pardon me?
Was that a tough one? Do you speak French?
Of course. Any Jew from Brooklyn speaks French. I get up in the morning, I say to her, je ne monte pas de. She said, no donuts. Now, of course I don't speak French. I got enough trouble in the neighborhood trying to let them know who I am. Don't steam me. You get on my nerves.
Right.
You came from... When I met you, you were just out in Nebraska saying, get me a monkey. Anybody, help me. Well, sure. Women were out of the question. Now... Look at your track record with girls. Forget about it. I mean, I don't want to throw that up. The public doesn't have to know. You let them know. I mean, Ed, you've been married once. I've been married just once. No, you've been married twice. Anyway,
Sure.
But we go back a lot of years, so I can take those portions. But getting back to Frank, so I was with Sinatra 5 days and 5 nights. Frank was great. Every night, little booze. We used to drink. You don't drink anymore.
Not much.
Yeah, and look what it's done to you. You were last when you drank in New York when you saw me at the Copa. Now you sit out at the beach and say, is the lawyer on the phone? You see, you gotta be like Ed. He drinks, but nobody knows about it. Anyway, you're gonna get a call from Victoria saying, why is he saying that? No, we all drink with moderation. But that's not the point. Frank still drinks pretty good. Little grappa. You know what grappa is?
Sure.
What?
It's a little Italian wine.
What? Hey, it's not an open forum. Let the man that gets $60 million a week figure out the answer.
Did anything exciting happen on the vacation?
Yes, on the well.
Never mind the name dropping. Let's get on with the...
Well, hey, being with Sinatra to me is exciting. It's exciting for you, isn't it? Being with you would be like a slow-up. No, being with you would be fun, but in a different way, John. I mean, you're low-key. You don't like to,
That's right.
Frank likes to sit around by the cabana with a lot of Italian guys and the priest, and, and look around, and if somebody is swimming towards the cabana, he goes, shoot him. So we have a different relationship, You like to sit there and explain to some 19-year-old that the graying is from an illness.
A problem you will never have. We gotta get one for Nebraska.
Yeah. Nebraska leading the Jew 1-0 going into the last one. But it really, and then we went to Saint Tropez on the Sea Goddess with Harvey Silver. I don't know if you know Harvey.
Yes,
He's a
I do.
wonderful guy. And Jerry Vale was singing on the ship, and it almost sunk. But Bob Newhart didn't want to go along. It was too much money.
I thought you went along with Barbara.
Yeah, I did. But Jerry Vale was on the ship singing.
I see. Then Newhart was there too?
No. Newhart was on the dock going, I can't afford it! He's a multi-millionaire. You know, he's starting to catch up to you. Anyway, by the way, that's where I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with Bob Newhart and his family. Party of about 40. And it's going to be catered. And it's going to be nice. You were on the list, but we voted. And we figured you prefer chicken. And there's not a bit of Jewish blood in you. I don't know why you'd want chicken, but anyway. But it was marvelous. We went to the Hotel de Cap.
Oh, beautiful.
It is a beautiful hotel, and it's about 7 miles to the tennis courts, and it was very reserved, a lot of Ed Thompsons with the, big boil on the neck. I believe, Mary, it's your serve. And there was one Jew that came down and said, did anybody see a ball? Anyway, and two Italian guys in the cabanas going, and one black guy going, I'm playing tennis. Anyway,
All there. Goodness.
all at the Hotel de
What a lucky break for you.
At our place, there was none of that.
That's right.
But I must tell you, Sinatra, we talked about the night when I was with him with these fighters. We talked about the night when he hosted the show and the night when he was a guest, if you remember that. And he had a lot of fun. Because Frank is, as you know, and I know, and certainly Ed knows too, that he's the kind of guy that, to be with him, it's the last of a great kind of world, and to be with him, you see the other side of him, When he got my wife against the wall, I kept, I said, go, Frank, go. His hand punched the hell out of it. He was great. Don't ever do this. Never do this when you're talking about Sinatra. It could bend us. Okay, we'll be right back.